dust rises over Helmand Province. A Marine patrol advances through narrow irrigation ditches. A second patrol appears beside them, not Americans. Shorter in stature, calm, silent. Each carries a rifle, and on the belt of many hangs a curved knife unlike anything else on the battlefield. The khukuri. Some Marines glance at them with curiosity. Others already know exactly who they are. The Gurkhas. For over 200 years, these Nepalese soldiers have served with extraordinary distinction in the British Army. They fought Napoleon. They fought in both world wars. They fought in the Falklands, Iraq, and Afghanistan. They have become one of the most respected infantry forces in military history. But are the legends true? Did they really charge enemy positions with khukuris? Why do elite soldiers from around the world, including US Marines, British Royal Marines, Rangers, and Special Forces, speak about them with such admiration? And what actually happened when Marines fought beside them in Afghanistan? Today, we're separating fact from myth, because the real story is impressive enough without exaggeration. The Gurkhas are not a separate army. They are soldiers recruited from Nepal who served primarily in the British Army's Brigade of Gurkhas. Their story began after the Anglo-Nepalese War of 1814-1816. British officers had expected an easy victory. Instead, they encountered determined mountain fighters who repeatedly held off larger British forces. Rather than dismissing these warriors as enemies, British commanders reached a remarkable conclusion. If these men fought this hard against Britain, imagine what they could accomplish fighting alongside Britain. Recruitment began shortly afterward. It has continued for more than 2 centuries. Today, becoming a Gurkha is one of the most competitive military selections in the world. Every year, thousands of young Nepalese men compete for only a small number of places. The selection process tests endurance, intelligence, determination, and leadership. One famous event involves carrying heavy loads uphill over steep mountain trails. It's designed to identify not just strength, but resilience. Those who succeed join one of the world's oldest continuously serving military organizations. First thing many soldiers notice isn't aggression, it's discipline. Gurkhas are known for remaining remarkably calm under pressure. Veterans who served with them in Afghanistan often describe them as quiet professionals. They move efficiently. They waste little energy. They rarely panic. Military effectiveness isn't measured by shouting louder than the enemy. It's measured by maintaining control when everyone else is losing theirs. Years of demanding infantry training make Gurkhas exceptionally comfortable operating in difficult terrain. Mountain environments, harsh weather, long patrols carrying heavy equipment. These conditions resemble much of Nepal's geography. That background doesn't make someone automatically a great soldier, but it helps develop endurance that military training can build upon. Their reputation also comes from teamwork. Individual heroics matter far less than unit cohesion. A Gurkha platoon succeeds because every soldier trusts the others completely. That trust has been forged through generations of shared traditions and rigorous standards. No discussion of Gurkhas is complete without the khukuri. This forward-curving knife has become one of the most recognizable military blades in history. Over the years, myths have surrounded it. One legend claims the blade cannot be returned to its sheath until it draws blood. There is little historical evidence supporting this as an actual military rule. It's better understood as folklore rather than operational doctrine. In reality, the khukuri is a practical tool. It cuts wood, clears vegetation, prepares food, performs camp tasks, and yes, it is also an effective close combat weapon if absolutely necessary. Modern Gurkhas primarily fight exactly like every professional infantry soldier, with rifles, machine guns, grenade launchers, night vision, drones, communications equipment. The khukuri remains an important symbol of identity and tradition. It represents courage, not reckless behavior. Afghanistan placed coalition forces into one of the world's most difficult combat environments. British troops operated extensively in Helmand Province. US Marines later deployed there in large numbers. Joint operations became common. American and British forces frequently coordinated patrols, security missions, and offensive operations. That meant Marines often served alongside Gurkha units. Many American veterans later recalled being impressed by the Gurkhas' professionalism, not because they acted like action movie characters, but because they consistently performed well under pressure. On patrol, Gurkhas developed a reputation for confidently navigating dangerous terrain. They maintained spacing, observed likely ambush positions, communicated efficiently, and continued moving even under difficult conditions. Several veterans have described how Gurkhas displayed remarkable composure after coming under fire. Instead of reacting emotionally, they simply executed their drills. Return fire, find cover, communicate, advance or withdraw depending on the mission, exactly as trained. That's what professionalism looks like. Marines recognized it immediately. Respect in combat isn't earned through stories, it's earned through performance, and the Gurkhas repeatedly demonstrated theirs. One characteristic often mentioned by coalition soldiers was the Gurkhas' confidence during foot patrols. Afghanistan's terrain favored insurgent ambushes, irrigation canals, mud compounds, tree lines, high ground. Every corner could conceal danger. Effective infantry must dominate terrain psychologically as well as physically. Gurkhas often emphasized maintaining momentum. Rather than allowing uncertainty to slow every movement, they balanced caution with decisiveness. This aggressive mindset reduced hesitation. It did not eliminate risk, but it helped prevent insurgents from dictating the tempo of engagements. That's an important distinction. Being aggressive doesn't mean being careless. Professional aggression means acting decisively while remaining disciplined. That philosophy has defined Gurkha operations for generations. Sometimes reputation becomes a weapon. Throughout military history, the Gurkhas developed an image that spread far beyond the battlefield. Stories of extraordinary bravery circulated through multiple wars. Some stories are well documented, others have grown into legend. Either way, the psychological effect has been significant. When an enemy believes they're facing soldiers who never quit, that belief influences decision-making. Confidence affects morale. Fear affects morale too. Military history repeatedly shows that perception can shape battles almost as much as firepower. The Gurkhas have benefited from a reputation built over more than 200 years of consistent service. Not because they're superhuman, because generation after generation continued earning respect. The Gurkhas are often surrounded by myths, but the truth is more compelling than fiction. They are not invincible. They are not fearless because they feel no fear. Like every professional soldier, they experience danger, exhaustion, and uncertainty. What sets them apart is how they respond. Exceptional discipline, outstanding endurance, strong leadership, unit cohesion, humility, and an unwavering commitment to the mission. When U.S. Marines served alongside Gurkhas in Afghanistan, many came away with enormous respect, not because of dramatic legends, but because they witnessed professionalism in action. The greatest compliment one soldier can give another is simple: I'd gladly fight beside them again. For generations, that has been one of the defining legacies of the Gurkhas. They earned admiration not through reputation alone, but through consistent performance on battlefields around the world. And in Afghanistan, another generation of Allied soldiers saw firsthand why these Nepalese warriors remain among the most respected infantrymen in modern military history. Enjoyed this factual military documentary? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future episodes. Leave a comment below. Which military unit should we cover next? And as always, a sincere thank you to all of our loyal viewers and channel supporters. Your support makes these in-depth military documentaries possible. Until next time, stay safe, and thank you for watching.